I used to debate whether or not I was going to get into computer graphics or
Did you mess with that before debating
like Flash,
it? Right,
Flash,
right.
You know, Adobe.
That's wow. That's crazy.
When I was like real young, I used to play around. I could make, you know, like 15-second little commercials, advertisement type thing.
Yeah.
I can make words pop in, fade out, burst apart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to look up tutorials and things of that nature. I was a little bit of a computer kid. I used to know how to, you know, customize a computer, maybe build computers. My friends used to build computers. Yeah. You know, and
I'm just laughing because that's what I do. Yeah. That's what I do. I work on computers. I do web development.
Eventually, I fell out because it pissed me off how like every 6 months, whatever you bought wasn't the newest.
Right.
Man, it was like sports. I can't follow a team because you keep drafting and trading and doing all this. So why do I like you? Like,
that's the hustle though. That's how they keep you spending money.
It is how they keep you spending money. You know?
Yeah, it's a hustle.
It is. You know, but and it really is always improving. You know, they got so many smart minds trying to enhance it constantly. You know, and then they have that way of leaking it back out into the public and things of that nature. Yeah. But yeah, man, a lot of things fell off in my life. I love sports, so I thought about being a massage therapist or rehab and learning about things, you know, acupuncturist, holistic forms of healing. I used to think about going back to school and getting some form of a degree, just so that, you know, because you can, if I was a holistic healer, you can help people far longer than I could box. I can do medicine or different remedies until the day I die, practically. You know what I'm saying? As long as my hands work and I can put herbs together and make teas and things of that nature, you know.
Do you think that's something that you might still explore, like when your career's done and everything, or?
I don't know if I'll ever have a career outside of my career, right? I don't know if I'm gonna be a multitasker. But I like to stay self-educated. I always have after I dropped out of high school, and then in my early 20s, I decided to just go on YouTube and study philosophy and get into world religions. I just decided that you can educate yourself through the internet nowadays, you know, and that there is two forms of education: self-education and then systematic forms of education. And the purpose of going through the system is being certified, thus, in other terms, being credited. Right. You know what I mean? Right. But to have knowledge is to have knowledge, and to not have knowledge is to not have knowledge. So if I have the knowledge, do I really need your accreditation? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I never got a degree in boxing, but I did get a world title. You know. But I said that when I was 16 and I dropped out of high school, and I ended up being in this gym, working with Winky Wright, Jeff Lacey, Antoine Eccles, you know, Andre Berto as a kid, and things of that nature, Chad Dawson, you know, that I hopped out of one form of education to take an internship at St. Pete Boxing Club, you know, and that's what really happened, man, because I was here every day under these two world champions, you know, seeing how champions train, getting in the ring, understanding the difference of their composure in the ring and my lack of composure. You know, as a 3-round fighter, it's hard to understand that you should be composed. That's because it's almost like a sprint. You got to win 2 out of 3 rounds to win, you know, and then they got a lot more rounds. They can give you 3 rounds and not lost the fight. I give you 3 rounds, I lost unanimous, you know. So it's just a big difference, and but the fundamentals of boxing have always stayed the same. It's how you grow and develop as a pro, which really has just made me love the sport even more. Yeah. And I'm really happy to be where I am today. That's why I say, when I lose, I win. I'm doing what I chose to do. Yeah. When I lose, I win. You know. I say, I ask my family, don't ever worry about what's happening to me in that ring. I chose to be there. Don't ever worry about it, man, because I'm not worried about it.
That's what makes you happy.
Yeah, man. I mean, it literally is a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be fighting and competing against the best fighters in the world.
Do you think you'd still have that kind of love for the sport if you were not in the environment where you had a Winky Wright, a Jeff Lacey, other world champions around you? Like if you were just in an average gym and there were no names there, do you think you'd still have that love?
As long as I develop my skills and made it so that I can hold my own up against anybody in the world, that's what I love. Is that the #1 rule of boxing is protect yourself at all times, and I can do that. Punches get through, of course, we're gonna fight. It's happening moment by moment. It's happening so quick, But I know that I can handle myself up against anybody in the world. And I've been doing that since I was young, They were getting the best of me when I was younger, but now I'm getting the best of everyone else. So one of my sayings is, I used to get my ass kicked, and that's why I have the right to kick ass.
I like that.
It's karma, man.
That's a good saying.